Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, the thumbnail, I'm not sure if it really gives it away, but I have a flat tire again. This time, yes, it was a pothole, or I should say again, it was a pothole, but this time, not as bad. It's just a hole on the sidewall of the tire. I mean, still bad, but I think the wheel and all the components within should be okay, but we do have one other problem. So this time around, because I don't want to tow the car all the way to the shop, and because I don't think there's anything wrong with it mechanically this time, I'm gonna just take the wheel off myself, take it to the shop. Tire's already on order. I'm just gonna go with the Pirellis again because one, I can't find any Michelins anywhere. And on top of that, all the other tires are like new. They barely have any miles on them. So I'm just gonna stick to the Pirellis, wear them out, hopefully not in this kind of way. Then eventually, whenever I could find them, switch to the Michelin Sport, Pilot, whatever's, fours, whatever. So anywho, that brings us to problem number one. My jack right there will not fit underneath there. I have a few pieces of wood. I'm gonna drive up on them, see if I can get it up just a little bit, and then jack it up. And yeah, there you see, you got the low tire pressure. Indeed, it is. Anywho, let's get this up on some wood. All right, with the help of Trent, we went up these little wood planks little by little. We got it up to 6 of these planks. I don't know the sizes. Now this can fit in no problem. Now I'm using this little remover thing. It's to get these covers off the lug nuts. You can see that it's just plastic, but this helps you take them off like a tong. Just go in there and then, oops. There you go. And then you can see the actual lug nuts. Yeah, I'll loosen it up and then get it in the air. All right, now since I have one of these jack stands right here, and this part right here, it works well with a lot of different cars, but with the Alfa Romeo 4C, the 4C has kind of like this flat square part underneath the carbon fiber, in which it's better to get something nicer, flat, or what have you on there. I've seen people use pieces of board on top of that, or you could just buy a jack stand that has like a flatter or rounder surface to put underneath the car. In this case, I actually bought these little rubberized things you could put right in there. So we'll do that. We'll check it out. We'll see if that does the trick. By the way, the garage is still a mess. We have not worked on it just yet. Look, I got a bike here. I have a bike out on the side. So the bike rack is going to go there. A lot of stuff is going to be done here. I'm going to leave that to be a surprise what we do around here. So in the meantime, the cooler is going to be the workstation. We'll get this out. And yeah, I ordered the 4-piece because it just made sense. Like if I ever needed 4 jack stands or whatever, then yeah, look at that, nice and round. That goes into that jack stand. But yeah, I got 4 because it was cheaper to just get 4 all at once, as opposed to have 2 and then need 2 later on in the future. Yeah, right in there. Oh yeah, that fits perfect. Look at that, that goes there. And boom. Yeah, it is a bit taller, but this will be much better on the bottom of the 4C than these metal pieces. There is a jacking point in the middle which will get pretty much both, or yeah, the entire side of the car up. I'm gonna use that so that when I have the jack stand, I have it on the furthest side up to here, if that makes sense. Yeah, furthest to the front. Yeah, so again, this is like my little ramp to get the car up a little bit higher because this is pretty low. I don't have a low profile jack, but this will do the trick. This is enough clearance. Let's get her up. You can see here's the middle jacking point that gets pretty much the entire side up, and here is the front one. Looks like there's another one right there. Over here we can inspect the carbon fiber. I'm not talking about the tub of the car, but the side skirt. And a little bit cracked right there, but nothing too crazy. Looking good. And of course, obviously the lug nuts already loose. You just need to take those off. Good to go. Taking this to, well, the wheel and tire, and you'll see the hole in this clip right here. yeah, we'll take it to the Alfa doctor, get the new rubber on, get it balanced, and I'll bring it back and I'll look at an alignment later on. And then eventually, when I find them, I'll get the Michelins. Even if I hold on to them, we'll see. Anyways, that's a whole different time. I should go wider too. Definitely that may help with these stupid potholes. Yeah, look how new that tire was. Man, what a shame. Anywho, get the rest of there. Looking good. I mean, like, I'm no expert, but yeah, nothing crazy. Should be all good. Maybe a good time to get this all nice and cleaned up. We'll see. Anyways, off to the Alfa doctor. All right, so I got the invoice here. $350.09. Again, we got the Pirellis P0s. So, and again, if you missed in the beginning of the video, I went with the Pirellis because I already had the Pirellis on my car and they're all like brand new. I mean, you guys saw the condition of the one that has a hole in it. They're all like brand new, so the miles difference is not that big. So I might as well use these up until I get my hands on some Michelins. What do you guys think? Do you think I should get new wheels for those Michelins so I have a backup set of tires? What do you think? Although I have the best stock wheels you can get for an Alfa Romeo 4C, although I could do those ones that Nick has, so I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments. All right, guess who forgot their camera at work today? Yay! Anyways, I'm on my cell phone. So yeah, the tire is back at the house here in the garage. You know the drill. I'll get the tire on, and pretty sure, oh man, I better have, man, during the move, I swear there's some items I can't find. So I need the, you know, the one where it's the torque wrench. Yeah, the torque wrench, hopefully somewhere over there. And with the new wheel situated onto here, put it down, should be good to go. Yeah, like I mentioned, pothole got me again, but this time nothing as bad as the other one. The other one felt like an accident, to be honest. Like you know what I mean? Like I crashed. This one just felt like I hit a bad pothole and then the tire went. Yeah, it could have been worse. I do have an update from that first time I hit a pothole this year where it was like a crash. Yeah, some news about getting some money back. So anyways, yeah, I'll get this up and then we'll talk. All right, now, like I mentioned earlier in the video or just a bit ago, I do have an update in regards to the incident on January 1st where I hit a massive pothole. It was, like I said earlier in this video, it was more like a crash than just hitting a pothole and getting a flat tire. Actually, the funny thing is I didn't get a flat tire from that one. It did get a bubble. It bent the wheel, and a lot of the components within the car wheel section did get messed up as well. Caltrans is supposed to cover the cost of that. I had a highway patrol report, the highway patrolman's name. There was about 19 other cars, I believe, that also suffered damage to their cars due to that pothole. So it was a big thing, and it was documented and all that. So anywho, on Caltrans, if you guys are not familiar, if you want to report that, there's a form you have to fill out, and then the form, obviously like any other form, you fill it out, right? You fill it out what it asks for and you send it. Caltrans, just like DMV, well, DMV has gotten better, but Caltrans is living in the past. You can't just send the form through the website, hit click and send, or anything like that. You have to mail the thing in. All right, so of course I fill out everything they ask for, and a lot of time goes by. Remember, this happened January 1st. I couldn't necessarily report it until I knew what the damages were. So that took some time as well. So not from January till now, but once I got the car back sometime in February and I had the final bill, and that's when I filled out the form and sent it. Again, everything that they asked for, filled it out, sent it. Some time goes by, I'm not hearing anything. So I email. They give me the correct email. It's a whole thing, right? The correct department to email. Send them an email. Had to bump that email. Finally get a response basically saying, yeah, we got your form and we haven't assigned it to anyone yet because we're busy, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. Yeah, a lot of people suffered damages from potholes. Not just January 1st at the location I was at, but like this year alone was crazy here in the Bay Area due to the storms. So totally get it. Then some time goes on and I receive something in the mail. No, it's not a check. Instead, it's basically saying, aggressively too, saying, you're missing some information, and you know, if this is basically saying if this is a lie, if it you could be in a lot of trouble, blah blah blah. Not in those words, obviously. And I'm just thinking to myself, why didn't the original form ask for what they're asking in this second form? They're basically saying, hey, you didn't send us this information. Like, you didn't ask for it. So I figured, okay, no big deal. What they're asking for, I have. So basically receipts and proof of ownership of the car. I'm like, fine, okay. So I scanned that, send it to the email. It's like, if I could send it to their email, why couldn't they just have me do everything online? It's ridiculous. I emailed them again. Hey, did you get my documents? And they hit me with that same thing they did the first time they responded, which is basically, yes, we got it, but it's being assigned to someone still. So it's like, wasn't it already assigned to somebody? Anywho, that's where I'm at right now. It's an interesting process, right? Because we live in a time where things are pretty instant. You could get approved for a credit card within like a minute or two, right? But this type of thing, yeah, maybe they're short-staffed or whatever, but if I could get something basically saying, we got everything that's required to move on, you know, but it's gonna take some time to cut you a check or something like that, but nothing like that. So that's where I'm at with that. Also, in that video I did for January 1st when I had that incident with the car, there was someone else that owed me money because of what happened, and that was AAA. If you guys recall, those who watched that video, I waited 8 hours for a tow, and that's because AAA was crazy busy, and when they finally could get me someone, it wasn't the right type of tow truck. There's no way. It was, you know, the kind that like drags your car basically. So they were like, you're on your own, and I had to get my own tow truck service and pay out of pocket. That one went a lot smoother than this whole Caltrans thing. That one was just basically a receipt. The receipt was a little funky, but I got that fixed, and then they cut me a check and I was good. Got my money from AAA. Still waiting on money from Caltrans. If everything, like, they asked me for 2 more documents, I was able to provide it. I don't see any reason why they would say no. Like, that's all they asked for. I gave them the proof, gave them the receipts. They should give me some money. Anyways, that's where I'm at right now. 4C should be good now. Damn potholes. Just gotta be more careful. Anywho, that's gonna do it for today. If you guys have any questions about the whole Caltrans thing or the tires or whatever, the 4C, let me know down in the comments. Appreciate you guys. Talk to you guys later.